Detox is where it's at, y'all. Y'all slipping on.
That's what's up.
Some
That's
real
what's
slipping
up.
on it.
ADB Coat.
Yeah,
ADB Coat.
that's
You
for
got something
real.
for us this week? What's the problem?
I did have a quick. I want to kind of get a consent. In the world that we're in today, basically a lot of people do whether dating through social media. That's part of meeting people through social media, whether it be IG and or whatever. That's still social media. So I seen a post where a guy said, going on a first date. He said, first date, I feel as though the way I move is I let the female choose the restaurant, a mutual restaurant. We pay for our own meal. I pick up the tip. And if we had a good time, the second date is on me.
Right.
And to me, that puts it at a level playing field where nobody is really expecting anything.
That's easy. There won't be a second date.
Why would you say that?
Keeping it 100.
No, I don't personally. Now, again,
It's easy.
I
Why
know.
would you say
There won't be a second date.
You think? I don't know why you think that.
So what personally me?
What you say, Toya? Basically, I'm not one of those chicks who go looking for somebody to do something for me in the first place. Right. So I've got friends, and I've told them before. I don't agree with them. You don't like Drew. He just hit you up. You want to take you out to dinner. Yada yada yada, and you don't really like him. But he's talking about fun divots. He's talking about the Papa Do's. You're trying to get a free meal. Drink, exactly. And then go fuck the other nigga. Exactly. After he got you drunk and shit. Exactly. I'm not.
It's happening. And that's the reason why.
Right. You saying that you should.
I'm not saying that I move personally like that because I don't. Me, I know he don't either, and I'm sure AZ don't either. But I don't see anything.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
I don't like it.
But see, I'm just saying.
I'll tell you why when it gets to me.
Okay, but for me, like I said, like I don't have no problem with paying for my stuff. Like even I've had the conversation with a couple of friends recently, just on a friend level. Like if we all went out to eat, I'm just used to doing, paying for my food. Right. And my friend's like, no, you should let me put the credit card in it. I feel like I may not order the same thing that you do. Right. I may want to have 2 lobster tails and this, and I don't think it's fair for everybody to split it all, separately, or you to put all this money. So I always feel like I just should be responsible for what I do. So if it's somebody that I don't know like that, and you just want us to, okay, I'm going to drive my car, you drive your car, we're going to meet up at Papa Do's and let's do whatever. I'm going to get my Papa Do's platter and I'm going to pay for my $40, $50 or whatever, $60, get my, my drink and I'm good. And then if you want to have it, if the date went well, then hey, we'll follow up and see how that goes. And then whatever else we want to do from there, if he wants to pay for that, that's fine. But I don't look for dudes to do stuff like that for me. And it's not wrong if, someone, likes to take advantage of that. That's on them. Right. That's just not how I roll personally. Because I'm just so used to having my own, even if it was just, don't worry, I'll go to Crystal's and get it. It's my money, and that's when I'm not gonna put my stuff on you. That's just me. Right. So I don't think that it wouldn't be a second date unless something terribly went wrong or went left while we're sitting there having discussion.
I just thought about a business model. You know how some jobs you don't get benefits until 30 days. 30 days, right? So you got to figure it out, right? Some jobs say, hey, we're going to take care of everything. Like, we're going to get you your uniform, all that. Don't even worry about it. Just bring a smile. Bring that back into and that's just pretty much the result of what the world that we live in. Like, if it was 50 years ago, we wouldn't even be talking about something like this, right?
Mm-hmm. The man has to pay.
Strictly like opening doors and, taking care of the bills, and the woman just, kind of just. But then again, you don't have those women like Toya touched on there. Oh, this is my Red Lobster right here. This is my Papa Do's right there. You know what I'm saying? So, unfortunately, that's pretty much the world. Personally, for me, the question, I don't mind. I mean, I think it's kind of just an unspoken rule. Now, the thing is, if it's multiple times where it's not really real interaction, it's just surface level, and it's always like, hands and
we not going no further than the dinner.
You're not getting a return on your investment.
Exactly. Then, I can politely step to the left and, it is what it is. But if you actually feel like somebody's genuinely like they're intentional with what they're doing, and, what is it? Because obviously you can't put a price tag on, getting to spend somebody's time and figure somebody out. So, if it works for him,
right.
Great. Get the Kevin Samuel graduate or whatever.
I just personally don't think it's a bad concept. He's protecting himself.
I'm not knocking it. Yeah, I'm not going to shame
it. So I can't knock it. I told, listen, if it works for you, it works for you. I totally get it. But to AZ's point, to me, I still find something very dope about that old regal thought of how we used to date back in the day, about a man being able to, like you say, open doors and making sure this is taken care of. Like, the reaction that he's going to get will be a little different than it being discussed and, hey, we're doing this Dutch. Like, you know, the charm that you're putting on, and again, what you're getting in return is going to be the night will possibly end different.
Right.
For me, it's just something about being able to woo a woman. Like, I can't let go of that.
I like that. But see, I think because I've been doing this for myself for so long, relationships and all that stuff, that's cool. And when you're in a relationship, I feel that you should get that type of treatment.
For sure.
So I just feel like some guys can get burned out or get a situation where they get bitter because they give that type of, you know what I'm saying, energy or, you know what I'm saying, behavior to the wrong type of chick. You got a city girl and you're like, let me open the door, madam. Here you are. Let me pull my chair. What the fuck you pulling my chair for, nigga? I got my own. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you gotta be true to. You have to date true to who you are.
Right.
But
so some people date just
because understands, like, hey, 6 months from now, this is who I am. Like, this is not. This is who I am. Like, and
the dating pool got pissed in it too, so let's not.
The dating pool has a lot of piss in it.
I will say this though, to what you said, Dre. I get what you're saying, and again, like I said, I know how you move. You know, that's not me at all. Anyway, I just thought dating has changed.
Yes.
And what you said, like, and what AZ said 50 years ago, this wouldn't happen. You know, 20 years ago, this wouldn't have been the case. But dating has changed. 20 years ago, probably before you went out on a date with someone, you probably knew them in some kind of manner. We're talking about someone you don't know. You're meeting through social media.
I dig what you're saying, but even that, for me, I'm not going to indulge in, I guess, the new form of dating where people are literally going on 5 or 6 dates a week because they have this app that's accessible. I'm not about to play those type of games. I'd rather go out with somebody that I know as opposed to just ordering somebody. It's technically you going through an app, ordering somebody.
So if you do that,
like, that's just, I'm not.
But you're not. So you're not in that world, though. So in a sense, you're not in that world.
But have you ever been in that?
Yeah, I've been in that world. Most definitely, I've been in that world. As a matter of fact, the most recent person I've dated, I met in that world, but we didn't move like that. And I could not see myself moving like that and having somebody that I would take serious. Like, like literally after today, you'll be going out with somebody more than likely tomorrow. And I'm going to go out with somebody else the next day.
You got to know the person before you went out with them, as opposed to just being a whole bunch of people off the app.
Right. Being honest, most likely, the reason why that person has this game plan is to save money. Because they're going out with so many people. They're dating in Atlanta. They want to save like this. I got to find a way to save a couple dollars because this shit is starting to get expensive.
And I'm hungry.
I want to go out. I want to date this woman. I got to lighten this shit up somehow.
But only for one date, though.
But, bro, again, how many dates has that person going on in a week?
We might need to sit home and get him a budget and then...
Yeah, like, if you can't take care of the tab on one date...
But I'm saying, you said multiple dates, though. You said, you're dating...
No, what I'm saying, to your point, you said it's just one date.
One date, and
if you can't
picking up the next one. If everything go good, I'm picking up the next one.
But what is one date? What is one date though? Like that is
what they want to go to Oceanair, or they want to go to Capitol Grill, or they want to, and then you get there and they're roof.
It's the first impression. So what impression are you trying to leave the first go round though?
I usually would just, if I'm on the first date with a guy and
you have one chance to
we vibe over. I would. Me, and it's just because I'm almost like you. I try to have my own way. I make sure I'm not fucking broke going on this date.
Exactly.
I got a question
And-
though.
Mhm.
When you talking to this guy, do you give him the 900 number before?
I
or do you-
cannot.
And that's another thing. You know, it's
I already jacked him off.
right.
He should be buying the whole meal.
Exactly.
No,
Exactly.
I don't know. But for me to be trying to like somebody and to be in this relationship, you know, because if I'm going on a date, that's what it's about. I'm not trying to fucking. I don't just be out random out with people.
Mhm.
And if it's a guy that I like and I'm interested in him, I'm more of a sweep. I like to sweep in it myself.
Oh, okay.
I do.
So you okay?
And so I'm gonna
You
pay for it.
reversing? You switching the game?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Nice
straight
move.
take the tag.
Okay, boss.
Yeah, seriously.
And
And he's
Jackie-
gonna be like, damn, she cool.
There
And
will be a
that's-
second date.
That's
That
how.
would be a second.
And that's how. And that's just how I roll. You know, and a lot of women don't think that that's good. You know,
That's
because
a
they're
hell of a
always a
move.
user.
Yeah.
Some people are users.
And I hate it.
And yeah, right. So I'm like, shit. I know I really like this guy, so I got. You know what I'm saying? So I try to make sure I have my fucking money right. You know.
I got one topic that can tie into this one, right?
What?
We're talking about dates. I saw a post that said something to the nature of normalizing platonic dates. You have
Oh, friend days.
friend dates,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Think
I
that's
got a
dope.
few of those.
Think
Like,
that's dope. I have a lot of female
Can
friends.
you
Yeah.
expound on that? When you
So
say
you
friend
have
date,
you have a female friend, and instead of y'all just hanging out, kicking shit at one of y'all places, y'all literally have a date. This is your home girl, like it's nothing,
No day.
no
Yeah.
sex, no
Oh,
nothing
yeah.
like that. But you guys are literally might get dressed up and go to a restaurant.
but that's, I mean, I've been doing
Make
that
that
for
a
years.
date.
And I guess that's probably one of my issues because, you know, I've had a few relationships recently, but some of the time I'm just single. I'm just chilling.
Right.
And I've gotten comfortable because like I said, I pay for my own stuff. I have my own
Right.
things.
Yeah.
And then I got some of my best friends, and one of them is gay, but then I've got my homeboy Al. That if you
know
ever,
what it is.
yeah, you know Al. So yeah, so y'all used to work together. So Al that's been my friend over 20 years. And so when I don't have a boyfriend, and you know what I'm saying, they don't have girlfriends, and they're allowed to do whatever they want to do, then we go places together. We do stuff together. It's been like that for years.
So for any of my female friends, if we ever do the dating thing, like cool, y'all know it's all love, it's nothing across that line, right?
Right.
But if I start to do this, right? If AZ, you take any of your female friends out, bro, same thing for you. If it's cool, like, and this is for any of my guys that are doing this with any female friends that they have. I think one big thing is to know, like, the detox. We're not with toxic masculinity at all. We're not with that. But what we are with, though, we are with you sharing our pictures
Oh,
at the table
absolutely.
on that date.
Oh,
We're not going to
absolutely.
just take a picture of the plate.
No. I'm
Don't
always
just-
letting
so
folks know.
we're
Share your company.
abolishing that in
Right.
2022.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
A
but I'm
man takes
always
you
doing
out
it.
and pays for your meal. He
Always.
should be included
Unless
in
he
the picture.
Don't
Or
leave
just
him-
don't take the pictures.
Or
that's
just
true.
don't take the picture.
unless you're
The
paying
food.
for your food. If you paying for your own food, then that's you. But if he's paying for your food, it's
We are trying to abolish the plate pick
That is so funny.
and
hashtag.
include the partner pick in there. That's
Yeah.
your partner. That's your homie.
So he
Yeah.
was paying.
I mean, I tag him. Other than,
No, not just a
Not
tag.
that.
but I'm saying,
That man
I'm
should be
saying,
able to smile in the background
see,
on
then
the
I-
plate.
But I also have
We
some
are
friends-
abolishing the plate pick here on the detox.
He should
I'm
actually
making
be-
that
He should
declaration.
be presenting the plate up, holding up.
But
Let
see,
them
some of
be
my
like
friends
that.
I
don't
am
like to take
presenting
pictures. They
that
don't like
declaration.
social media like that.
Well, let them be the one to tell you
We
that.
gonna get
If
a
they
camera
don't
to the
like,
waitress
if they don't
over
like
there.
social media, they're not going to be seen on it anyway, right? They don't know.
That's true.
It just depends.
Abolishing the plate pick in 2022, guys.
Okay.
That's what we
That's
doing.
disrespect. That's totally disrespectful that you're taking
What
a
about
picture
the
of
picture of the drink? Because I do that
It's the
all
same
the time.
thing.
Add your mate to the plate.
Add the date to the plate.
Add your date to the plate.
Add the date to the plate.
Add
The
the
date to the plate. Because that's it. It's not the mate.
Hashtag
If
add
it's a
your
legit
to the
date.
plate.
If it's a legit date.
But if it's a cheating date,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, if
if we
you
creeping
decide
and stuff,
But and that's even more reason
That's a
why
you shouldn't take
you
the
should be
picture.
able to take the picture. You right?
Because you should,
Why you
everybody
out
involved
cheating?
should know.
Why you out cheating? Even more, we are
No, he just said it's
Again.
a platonic date.
eliminating the plate pick,
Yeah.
the drink pick, add your date to the plate.
Add your date to the plate.
That's what we doing here on the detox.
Detox, you're gonna keep it real. It's just time to keep it real around this time.
Yeah.
2022. If y'all right here all on these apps doing this and doing that, you goddamn show that man.
Come
Show
on
that
with it. I don't care if he's unattractive,
Right. He's paying.
if he's
sure
old.
he's gonna come.
I don't care. But this is the
Lot of
reason why these men are
lot
not
of
making the
these-
pick.
lot of them plates.
All my homies, we go out to eat.
Come with old
I
They're
clothes.
not gonna be
expect to be
bummy,
in
right?
that
They're gonna be
picture.
well dressed. I'm sure. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like.
I expect to be in the picture.
He gonna have his
Okay.
cane
You already
on.
So put
talked
Mr.
about
Earl
nothing
in the
less.
picture.
Put Mr. Earl in the picture. Good enough to take you out. Send you that cash up even after y'all left.
Put the filter on
Probably
it.
jacked him
Mr.
off in
Earl
the car.
All right, got to. You know,
Probably jacked him off in the car.
we're not going anywhere. We're just gonna do this in the car.
Put that man in the picture,
The
man.
less money you spend on the room,
Matt-
the more I get.
Yeah, right. And if not, then fellas, if not, what we gotta do, we gotta start sneaking quick picks,
Yep.
All these
and we will
pictures.
post them at another time.
And
Oh,
tag.
That's what we doing.
Yeah, it's time to expose these hoes.
Time to expose
Yeah,
the
it's time to expose the hoes. You know
All
what I'm saying?
2022.
These niggas hoes too. So we gonna expose them.
man. You ain't lying.
Yeah,
Well, shit, I don't
yeah.
really. Man, did y'all have any more to add to that we detox on tonight? I think
Detox AA meeting is serious.
it's how we get
Oh,
down.
the only other topic I wanted to bring up was that one I sent to you about.
Oh yeah, let's talk. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so there was an article, or so to speak, that was posted on social media about the gospel singer Kiki Sheard, and basically they were saying that in the interview, Kiki was talking about her marriage to her particular husband or what have you, and they were saying that she was basically saying that when her friends come to town to come to visit her, they're not allowed to stay in her house. That basically she'll go and pay for a hotel for them so that they can stay elsewhere when they're there, so that they're not there in the home to tempt the husband to be around the husband or what have you. And again, I don't know if those were her exact words, if they were saying that she felt that her husband was going to cheat or that the women will be tempting her husband, but again, that's the way that they phrased it. So basically they were just saying that she said that when she was younger, her mom was the one who told her, keep people away from your home and things like that. And there's people on different sides, so I just kind of wanted to see how y'all felt. Like, do y'all feel that when the homies come over and your girl is there and maybe she's got her booty shorts on and she's just chilling or what have you, is she required to go back somewhere else?
Yeah, go sit
Can
down.
your friends come in from out of town and be like, hey bro, this is my fraternity brother, he wants to crash on the couch? Or
Hey, but
you know what I'm saying? He's your
Homeboy.
homeboy. He's your friend from childhood. He grew up in
Get
the project
along.
with you, so he just got out,
Right.
doing
Oh,
the bid,
just got
whatever. So he ain't got nowhere to
definitely
stay.
get a hotel.
So you know what I'm saying? So what's the deal? Is it cool for your homeboys to stay there while your girl is at home? Or ladies, do you think that it's cool for your homegirls to come and stay while they in town for the freak fest?
My thing
They
today.
in town for a free fest.
No, they in town for the church thing.
Yeah, they here for
They're going to the
convention.
room. They're getting the
The
hotel room.
Maranatha Christian Convention,
Hotel room.
Holy Spirit,
By the
praying
side
in
of the
tongue
road.
camp.
Hotel room.
Yes, exactly.
They're going to the hotel.
Right,
I'm not bringing nobody to the house.
right.
I totally agree with what she said. Because for one, I have had the best friend date my boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
So that experience has taught me.
Was it an
Keep-
ex or was it like they,
No, we were
they
man.
messed-
This boy was going together.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't even know they was going together. She was with him like for a year before I found out.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So very heartbreaking.
So
very,
when did she get
very
killed?
heartbreaking?
When
I
did
didn't
she-
kill her
Oh,
because
okay.
it was young, and I thank God that it happened at such a young age.
Okay.
When you're young, you make mistakes.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
made, and she probably was making a mistake. He made a mistake, but I learned from those mistakes that you will never find your way into my home. The girls stay away because the girls are messy. You know, here they go. They do a lot of planting and shit. Sit the fuck down when you're in my house. You're not gonna be walking around trying to shake your ass because I'm a Slim Jim. and you're motherfucking thick and thumb. You know what I'm saying? Sit your fucking ass down. So no, you're not coming to my house hotel, bitch. So
Bro.
what you say?
I was going to pass it to bro. Bro, what's your thought?
I disagree with.
You
In the
disagree with
house?
what?
I disagree with her putting her friend up. I disagree for the fact is, if you worried about the dude busting,
No,
It's
bro.
not- it's
No,
both
bro.
not even-
No.
it could be
Bro,
both.
I'm gonna pass this question to you again.
One
I'm gonna pass the question to you again,
Absolutely.
bro. What's your thoughts on you allowing your homeboy to come live with you or be by you, and your woman is there?
Right.
so
He got to stay there a week.
I don't feel like I have a homeboy that would be in that manner that would disrespect me in my household. And if that's the way, if
Yeah,
I
you
feel
finna
like
get fucked up.
no, if I feel like that would
Yeah, you
happen,
finna get your heart.
they probably not my homeboy.
And they probably are. I'm gonna tell you this.
You already know.
Hold on. Let him
You
clarify.
already, you know your people character. Realistically, if this is your homeboy, well, I'm willing enough to open my house to you to stay here. So you my people. I know your character, and if that's your character, then you probably ain't my homeboy.
So the person's character is gonna determine if they got the hotel room.
No.
Well, he's
The
already
person's
his
character is going to determine if they my homeboy. You're not my homeboy if I feel like you're gonna do
You
something.
that type of guy. You a
Period.
swine
I don't have a
snake nigga.
homeboy that I feel would do something like that.
Okay.
So
Period.
let me ask you this, because I would have never thought that my exes had homeboys like that either. However,
Right. Absolutely.
it's been several times when me and this particular or couple of people have broken up, and their homeboys have stepped to me.
Yeah, but
Yep.
so it's some dirty figures out there that feel like because there was a breakup
That they can go.
that they have the ability to do that.
Yeah.
It's some people that move that way.
That's what I'm saying. But
So the question would be more like, have any of them stepped to you while you
Y'all
were
together.
in a situation with the guy?
they will say the wrong, you into like, okay, let me say some slick shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And
Now-
even the way that they
That's just
look
trying to
at
figure
people,
you out.
you get what I'm saying? Let me tell you.
Hold on. My question to you, as far as how real you are,
hmm
when these guys have said slick things to you while you were in a relationship with your guy, and
Mhm.
it's his homeboy,
hmm
did you tell your guy?
Absolutely. I sure the
For
fuck
sure.
did. First of all, I cussed his motherfucking ass out in the middle of the goddamn club.
As you should have.
And I told him, get the fuck away from me. Don't you ever try that bullshit again. And
As
let
you
me
should
tell, he's finna handle that. And that's what we did. I'm just, again, I can't say that I'm just 100% the best female, but I do move differently
Absolutely.
than a
That's
lot
I can
of
respect
people.
that big time.
Yeah.
Big
So,
time.
Yeah.
AZ.
I'm with Asante because it's a vetting process from the jump. I mean, I'm not
For your people. Your
Yeah,
homies.
you're not gonna let every Tom, Dick, and Harry,
Harry
in
Dick.
place.
Right.
I'm gonna stop. But no, I can speak confidently with that because I had that situation. Homeboy, it was supposed to be for a week. He was going through some things. He just needed a little release or whatever, a little change of scenery.
Release is a wrong term word.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
all right.
Let me- He needed a change of scenery.
AZ mind has been in the gutter.
Truly.
Go ahead.
But no, a week turned almost to a month, and I'm at work doing my thing, and I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
but
No.
this is a dude like I knew from from the jump, pretty much. You know, he rocked with me. He helped me out with a couple things, and I kind of just saw what type of dude he was. Nothing happened. You know, it wasn't anything crazy, but it did actually put a strain the relationship.
Yeah.
But that's a different strain. though.
Which it is, right? But as far as like, oh man, he's probably like up in my girl's guts, right? Like, no,
Oh,
wasn't
what?
like that.
no, it wasn't like
You
that.
never thought that though. That never came across your mind.
Never-
When you were
never
driving
came across his mind and it
Yeah,
didn't
'cause I
happen.
had to work. I mean, he ain't got no job.
Yeah, and it
Right.
didn't
He
happen
on
though.
the
But nothing
sofa,
happened.
Right, nothing happened,
Gotcha.
and like I said,
You have cameras in the house.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying too, man. You know what I'm saying?
But no, so I could respect that. I could say also I've been in the same scenario where I've let what I consider a brother to me
Right.
come jam with me for a while, and I've not felt the way. Nothing has happened.
Right.
But I will say this though. I think even though like bro said, like you know your homeboy,
Right.
like you also know your homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Like you know,
They have grimy tendencies.
you know, you just gotta kind of be smarter than yourself and smarter than your people. Like for anybody, like if you got a homegirl and your homegirl out here, you know she don't give a fuck who
Right.
she
Right.
sleep with. It's probably not a good thing to have that particular homegirl
At the house.
at the house.
Right.
You could be cool.
You could be cool with somebody, but
not to the point where
Where you can
they
open
have a
that door.
comfort level
Right.
that they feel like they can come and
stay at
they
your
can
house.
stay at your house.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like, we cool, but we not
not
that cool.
we not that cool.
Yeah.
We not
But
that cool.
anybody that I'm that cool with,
Yeah.
Can come.
I'm
Right.
not concerned about.
Right.
Exactly.
I can
And
go
that's
for
all
that.
I'm
I
saying.
can
So
go
you
for
saying
that.
take a good gauge of that person.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
not just free reign because we homies.
Right.
I totally agree.
And she probably felt like that too because she know that those girls really work for her friends.
Yeah.
These are just people that
She knows
that I just been associated
Mhm.
with. You know what I'm
But keep in
saying?
mind, it takes two people too, right? So
Absolutely.
You worried
That's
about
my
the
point.
homeboy.
Your husband, if he's gonna cheat in the house with your homegirl, then he's probably cheating outside too.
Right.
If you
right.
True.
If you concerned about him busting your homegirl while
Right.
she there,
She's
he's
concerned
in the
about
world.
both of
He's in
them,
the world
baby.
every day.
Right.
So what are you
But
trying to
but,
protect?
But I mean,
no, I would say
Open,
still,
accessible
yeah.
coochie.
You still don't
in-
put that type of temptation
Not
in front of your
community
man.
Gucci.
Like even
I'm
if,
just saying,
even if that wasn't in store, like why put that type of
easy access
temptation and
coochie.
pressure on him? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get
right
that, but
there.
you know that your man must be a stepping out kind of man, though.
Not
A little
necessarily.
bit.
And I think that's not the kind of man. What's the guy from Soul Food, bro? With the cousin when the cousin came through.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, cousin,
Soul
what's her
Food,
name?
The cousin
Yeah.
came through. He ended up picking her up. And
Michelle,
I don't think that man was.
I don't know.
I don't think that man
Okay,
was stepping out at
no,
first.
she's the one
The
who
temptation was given. He ended up playing
family
the
or whatever.
piano for her when she did her dance recital.
Yeah.
They had a moment. It went back to the house.
Oh God.
Him and his wife was beefing.
Well, see, that's a weird thing because
Like you
to
just
leave the situation where you got a heated whatever and then on your way, so you didn't cool down. You was continuing to get hot and heavy all the way to your destination, and now you're still ready. That's a
again.
lot.
Him and the wife had issues.
Right. It's a lot of
You
things
just don't
why
wanna-
people cheat.
Exactly.
It's
You
so
don't-
much
remove-
with the steps.
remove that
Remove
element.
as much
Right.
of the possible elements or variables
Right.
that can cause something to go left as possible.
Right.
That's how I see it. You
Right.
got to protect your situation.
I
Right.
get that.
As much as possible.
But you also, to me, you also have to, you have to weigh the environment. Like if you feel as though your homegirl gonna do that, then it's really your homegirl that you.
No, but you can keep her at a
She
distance.
can be.
Right,
She
right.
should
She
be
can
kept
be your
at a
homegirl.
distance.
That's
That's
kept at a
why
But
they-
distance.
she shouldn't feel as though
That's why those bitches checking
she can
in.
come
Yeah.
straight.
Exactly.
But that's exactly to their point.
Yeah.
That's why they got to check in the hotel.
Yeah.
And
Right.
And next week, since we got to close out, guys,
Yes, sir.
next week we will be touching on the detox. Speaking of people cheating, right? And men normally get the we have to wear the bad hat of being the ones kind of known for cheating, right?
Right.
We normally get it.
Yeah,
right?
y'all do.
But
I
that's what we'll be detoxing next
Go
week.
away.
The fact
The
of
cheating culture.
hold on, the fact of if men are the ones that are out here cheating and sleeping around, who do you think we're doing it with?
Right.
Some of them
We'll
will
be
busting up their
touching it.
homeboys back. But
I can't take it.
Some of us are out there just trying to help other people's relationships.
And that is good because you're right.
And a
That-
lot
Why
of
we have
us,
900 numbers?
a lot of us are trying to actually live a good life and not
Right.
step out.
Right.
And a lot of men that are in relationships are sleeping with other women that are in relationships,
Right.
and women sleeping with women that know that they are in relationships.
Right.
Yeah.
Women
How are
the
you?
best.
How are women holding those women accountable?
They don't.
Y'all know
Because your
y'all
homegirl, you know your
sleeping with a
homegirl.
married man. Y'all know that,
You
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
but you still hang out with her. You promote everything she do like
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
there's friends
We will
that
be talking about that next week,
Yes,
guys.
sir. AA meeting. Get
Hell
your
no, AA meeting.
detox, man. Get your detox. Take your drugs all week and then detox
not
next week.
take
That's what it's about.
Yeah, take everything.
What it's about.
Get everything.
Kids don't do drugs.
Look,
Drink
man,
number seven.
I have nothing more to add, guys. I say detox.
First
We
of
out.
all, detox out, but I love what you just said, though. Just say no, but say yeah.
Yeah.
Just know that.
Sound like a good time.
Sound like a good time.